Any refund due would be subject to an offset first. So, it's existing liabilities owed to the state. So, hey y'all, it's Sharva and welcome to my channel, The Evolution of Sharva. And on today, we're going to be talking about HB 1302, which was signed by Governor Brian Kemp on March 23rd, 2022. In this bill, it gives Georgians a refund of Georgia state budget surplus. And so I'm going to get on here this morning and answer a couple of questions. So, of course, what is HB 1302 tax refund? Again, this is separate from the tax refund when you filed your taxes. Unless you filed after, it may already be lumped into there. And if you did file before the 23rd, those payments are said to be hitting accounts starting today. How do I determine what I might receive from this refund? Refer to your 2020 income tax return. And so if you filed Form 500, the amount will be based on your tax liability listed on line 16. And if you filed using Form 500EZ, that amount will be based on your tax liability listed on line 4. So tax liability is the amount of tax owed on the return, and that's before credit for any withholdings, tax credit, or other tax payments. And you won't receive more than the maximum amount that is listed. And so let's get into that. So the maximum amount that you will receive is based on your filing status, your tax filing status. So for single filers and married individuals who file separately, you could receive a maximum refund of $250. Head of household filers could receive a maximum refund of $375. And married individuals who file joint returns could receive a maximum refund of $500. These are also qualifications that you have to meet in order to get this. You have to file your 2020 income tax return. The taxpayer also filed a timely 2021 return and would be eligible to receive a refund of 2020 taxes in the amount of $250, because that's the maximum amount that a single or a married filing separate individual could receive. And so it only allows for that maximum refund. Again, if you're single or married filing joint, it's $250 max. But you can't get more than the maximum amount here, and you can't get more than the amount of your tax liability. So if your tax liability was less than $250, then you're not going to get that maximum amount. You're only going to get whatever your tax liability was. And also, if your tax liability was over $250, you're still only going to get the $250. $250 for single, married filing separate, $375 for head of household, and $500 for married filing jointly. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, what if my tax liability was less than these amounts in 2020? Do I still get the maximum amount? No. So if you owe less than the maximum amount, you will only receive a refund for the amount of your actual tax liability. Another example they gave here: a single taxpayer filed timely 2020 income tax return with a tax liability of $200. The taxpayer filed a timely 2021 return. Again, you have to have filed 2020 and 2021 timely. Filed a timely 2021 return and is eligible to receive a refund of 2020 taxes. So this is from your 2020 taxes. When you're checking to see what that liability was, what your tax liability was, check those 2020 tax returns. So in the amount of $200. Although the maximum allowable refund is $250 for taxpayers who file single, the taxpayer cannot receive a refund of more than the actual tax liability of $200. And here, what do I need to do to qualify? You need to have filed your 2020 return and your 2021 return by the deadline for filing the 2021 return. So that includes any extension granted by the Department of Revenue. And who's eligible? Any Georgian who was a full year resident in 2020 and 2021 and who also filed a Georgia income tax return for 2020 and 2021 is eligible for that refund. So part year filers who file individual tax return for both years, 2020 and 2021, 2020 and 2021, will be eligible for a proportional refund equal to the maximum amount based on filing status multiplied by the share of their income taxable in Georgia. Okay, so when will I receive this refund? House Bill 1302 was signed into law by Governor Kemp on March 23rd. So some have already received their 2021 returns. The Department of Revenue will attempt to include this along with other refund amounts due. But for taxpayer whose 2021 returns have already been complete, you've already received your refund, a separate refund will be issued to your original form of payment. And let's see, yeah, if you already filed, what do I need to do to claim it? Nothing. According to this, you don't do anything. The Department of Revenue will automatically update your account and will send the refund to your designated bank account or by check if you did not receive your most recent refund by direct deposit to a designated bank account. So I was a dependent during the 2020 tax year but filed a 2021 return. Do I receive an HB 1302 refund? No. No. Do part-year residents and taxable non-residents qualify? So yes, but the refunds will be prorated in the same manner. I filed my return using an ITIN number, so ITIN number rather than a social. Do I qualify to receive the refund? Maybe. So taxpayers who utilize an ITIN number on their 2020 return will receive a letter from the department requesting additional info to determine if you qualify. This letter be sent to single head of household, married filing joint, if the return is filed under an ITIN, including married filing joint, where only one individual on the joint return uses an ITIN number. So if you didn't, but your husband or your wife did, then yeah, so you'll have to go through that process. And what might reduce the amount of a refund? Any refund due would be subject to an offset first. So, it's existing liabilities owed to the state. So owed to the state of Georgia. So any remaining amount will be refunded to the taxpayer. So, however, a refund may also be subject of debt collection or payments owed to the state, such as delinquent child support payments. So that amount of your refund may be reduced if you owe any of those debts. And if you if you filed taxes in 2020 and you filed them in 2021 on time. Okay. So guys, that has been my review of HB 1302 tax refund. And again, I will link in the description where I got this information from so that you guys can go there personally and check it out to verify. And that way you can look it over and see if you have any other questions. And of course, come back here and ask in the comments if you have any questions, because I would love to help you if I can. And thank you so much for watching my channel. Subscribe to my channel for more content such as this, and also hauls and barbecue. We're gonna be grilling this summer. So subscribe to my channel, like this video if you liked it, share it if you need to share it, and hit that notification button to be notified when we post the great content that we do post here on the Evolution of Sharba. Thank you guys for sticking around. I'll see y'all next time.